Alright, I don't know how well this will show up on the camera, but I've got the base of this vise in the little oven. I had forgotten that I could heat a cast iron part up with an oven instead of the torch, so I think I've got it a little bit over 400 degrees right now, and I can't remember if that's the proper go temperature for cast iron or not, but that's where I'm gonna get started on it from. Here in a second I'll pop the oven door open and I'll kind of give you a little bit of a better view of the preparations I've made to get started on this little welding project. So I think you can kind of see I've got the cast iron cleaned out. I'm going to try and do an inboard and an outboard repair. Yeah, about 413 or so degrees. So I'm going to go get the camera out on the stand and show you the little chips of steel that I've got to put into this. There's not much to these little guys, but for the most part this is going to be more cosmetic than anything. So I will get you guys up on the stand and I will bring that thing out here, and probably going to do this a little differently than I did yesterday. Probably just gonna almost do it like a series of tack welds, trying to limit the amount of heat that I have to put into this thing. So we shut the oven off and grab my bait goods. Hopefully the wind won't take away its temperature too quickly, because I got a couple minutes of setting stuff up here. Get some of these little chips oriented sometimes can be a little bit of a hassle. There. That'll stay in place while I get started. Yeah, it's losing temperature pretty quick, so here goes nothing. Try and get the outboard chip oriented. Alright, we're off to a decent start there. I'm going to cover some of this up so that I can avoid getting too much of the spatter everywhere. There's still going to be plenty of it to deal with, but hopefully that'll lessen it a little bit. I might have that to a spot where I can live with that. Alright, I'll get you guys down here, give you a peek at it real quick before I cover it up and let it cool down. It's not going to be anything real pretty to look at until I get it ground down and get some JB weld on it and get numbers and lines scratched into it. But I think once I get this this inboard section here cut off, milled off, or whatever, and get this smoothed down, hit it with a wire brush, it would almost look respectable. But if I can get around to it, I'd like to at least try to get the numbers and graduations back on the thing. So anyways, I think you guys pretty well get the gist of it now. I will get this thing wrapped up and get it in the house to cool down nice and slow.